it is Alicia here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you are new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me and I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me. You guys, I have a WIP and Chat here for you guys today. It's been a while. I am so sorry for that. Time just gets away from me. I've had some busy weeks, medical appointment-wise, and also just life-wise, acquiring another new pet, which I will get into in a bit. But yeah, it's been really busy. I've had good days and I've had really bad days. But I'm hanging in there. I'm doing overall, I'm okay. I'm coping well. But I hadn't had a lot of energy. Sorry, I am filling up my pen off to the side here with some new putty that I will share with you in a minute. Yeah, I've really struggled with energy. That's been the main problem. So I don't have the energy to film. I don't have the energy to edit. I don't have the energy to really engage much on social media. I just generally do not have energy. And I think it had to do with getting used to my new breathing machine. So let me finish uploading. Let me finish putting this putty in. So the putty I'm going to use, and I just decided to put some fresh stuff in, is Patsy Putty. You will see a small shop haul soon with a whole bunch of new putty from her. I go into depth with it. I love it because you can use it with ABs. Now, unfortunately, the kit I'm working on has no ABs in it, so I can't show you that, but I just really like it overall as a putty. It works well. It sticks well. I even use it in my single placer now, which I used to use glue dots like a lot of people, but this putty works really well in my single placer too, so I'm using it for both, which is actually like better. It's not as much of a hassle. So I will be using this pen. This is from Flower Girl Blanks. I had her turn it as well. She made me a mini pen. I do wish there was more green there, but that's okay. I've got a bent single placer from Everlasting Tips and my Diamond Art Club. I believe it's a 6 placer in there. This kit is pretty heavy confetti, so a 6 placer has worked well. I have the catered tray bricks today that I'm using. I actually decided to re-kit up this kit into these catered trays when they arrived. They're my second set of trays from them, and I think I have 140 in total, so I could do up to 70 colors in a diamond painting, which is usually as high as I really comfortably want to go. I don't like paintings with a lot of colors, and this actually has 70 on the dot. So yeah, I was finding that I wasn't looking forward to working on this diamond painting, not anything to do with the diamond painting itself, but because I was struggling with my arm and the pain, pouring diamonds in and out of a tray, it was very tedious and it didn't take very long for me to start hurting. So I decided the other day, when I had a good day, to pull out my beads and re-kit them up into the catered trays. I am so glad I did because I am having a lot more relaxing diamond painting time. I'm not in so much pain. It's not so tedious. I really like these trays, you guys. One thing, they're clear on the bottom, so when you have a light pad, it actually helps. You can see the diamonds really nicely. And they line up really nice, whether you line them up down here or down here. The lids, I was worried would get in the way, but they actually don't. I'm actually finding them completely fine. I wish this product was invented like years ago. I would have saved so much money on tray setups. I am somebody who used to have a full, I think I had 68 3D printed trays from a couple different companies at a couple different times in my diamond painting career. And then I went back to just using a tray, one single tray from Yellow Dog Designs, which I still love. And the only downside to these catered trays is I can't use my Yellow Dog Designs trays. But right now my ability to diamond paint is severely affected, so if I can make it easier in any way possible, I have to, because I miss my diamond painting. There was a week there that I didn't even touch it just because I was in a lot of pain, and you know, it wasn't so severe that, you know, I was crying in the fetal position, but it was at a level that I just felt like sitting there and watching TV. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to move my arms. and I just wanted to chill. I just zone out and binge watch Netflix programs or YouTube programs. So that's exactly what I did. I guess I should show you what I'm actually working on. This is still Chroma by Diamond Art Club. Let me show you the sticker sheet here. There she is. I'm almost done. This is the final square that I'm working on. I hope to be finished her by the time this video goes up. She should be finished, and I should have a post review shortly after, so look forward to that. This kit has been a joy to work on. It's just been in every way possible just so much fun and so much joy had. The colors in this kit are so bright. They've put crystals in this kit, even some metallic diamonds, you guys, and I think that they've placed them really nicely. So I've been really happy with that. I had mentioned a few weeks ago, I think, like I hope to see Diamond Art Club use more crystals in their kits, and now I feel like some of our new releases that are coming, they have crystals, and I can't quite guess where they've placed them because I'm not used to Diamond Art Club's placement of crystals or metallic diamonds yet. I know metallics usually go in jewelry, but for example, this has no jewelry, so this is just in the flower. So, and then their crystals, like they have some up here that they've charted in these kind of, I'm going to call them stems, which I think look really good. But yeah, it's getting used to where they put things, so that'll be a bit of a learning curve. But this WIP and Chat may be a little bit all over the place. One, it's early on a Sunday morning, and two, I haven't talked to you guys in a while, so there's lots of thoughts that are in my head. I'm gonna just do a couple of these small colors here, and then I'm gonna pull out a pink one so I can use that for a long portion of time here. Please let me know in the comment section how you guys are doing. As much as I like sharing my life with you, I really want to hear from you guys. I don't want this to be a one-way relationship where it's all about me. I really do look forward to your comments when you share about yourselves, your lives, and what you're going through. Every Monday on my Facebook group, DAC Fans Canada, I believe it's every Monday. I think I changed it to every Monday. It might be every second Monday, but regardless, on Mondays, I usually have a mental health post go up now in my group, just for people to check in and see how you're doing. If you're really struggling, see if there's anything we can help you with, whether you need some advice or just somebody to listen to you. I do hope you guys feel comfortable enough to share. Our group is very safe, and we try to keep it that way. If there's any question of safety or you're feeling uncomfortable by somebody or somebody's comment, please reach out to me, let me know, so that I can look into it and take care of it. My goal is that everybody feels safe and everybody feels respected, and I think for the most part our group members are really that's just who they are. You guys are really respectful and really nice. So sometimes a bad apple gets in and causes havoc, but usually they're taken care of quite quickly. But I do hope you feel safe enough to post on that. Sorry, I've got this tray stuck. Hold on. I really need a little release paper here or something. Oh, I want to show you guys this too. This is from oh my gosh, I'm going to forget the name of the shop. Carissa's Craft Corner? Is that what it is? Some of you guys might know who I'm talking about. I saw that she had a 3D printed tray tower for the small catered tray bricks, and they hold 20, so I got 2 of them. Ideally 1 for each set, and then I'd use the large ones for most of the canvas that I'm working on, and so far it's working out really nicely. Which number do I want to work on first? Let's work on 5s. Usually what I do to decide which kind of color or symbol I'm going to go for is whichever one pops out at me the most, and here we'll see these trays actually work really nicely. Look how nicely they line up the diamonds. Now I'm all zoomed out again. Look how nicely they line up. So I really recommend these. These are the catered tray bricks. Again, I will try and remember to link them in the description box of this WIP and Chat, but I really like them. Truthfully, there is nothing bad that I have to say about them, really. There's nothing. The only thing was the first version of them were too staticky, but they since fixed that, and that was the only issue I had with them. And I honestly, it's made my diamond painting time so much more enjoyable, you guys. Now, if you guys already have like a 3D printed setup and you're set to go, don't change. I mean, this theoretically is just kitting up into trays. The thing I like about these ones that might be different than 3D printed trays is the lid is basically locking. This is basically like an Elizabeth Ward storage system. If you know those diamond painting containers, these feel exactly the same. They essentially look the same. They're clear plastic and a white lid, and the lid, like, it locks. Sometimes I need to use my tweezers to open them if my fingers are getting too sore, if I've been diamond painting too long and switching out too many colors. But yeah, these ones, I feel like you could have your child throw them across the room and you don't have to worry about diamonds flipping open. So if that's something you need in trays and the trays you have don't lock enough for you, then I would consider upgrading. I need to get a release paper. Hold on, you guys. Actually, can I just use this? Yeah, let me use this. Hold on. I pulled the plastic cover off of this, so let me just use that. Now, it's been a while since I've updated you. Let me open up my little agenda. I did jot down some notes. The thing I hate about taking so long between WIP and chats is I lose track of the things I want to talk about. Like, maybe I've seen something in the diamond painting community come up and it bothered me, or it was just something I wanted to talk about. I start a conversation around, and by the time I actually feel well enough to sit down, I've forgotten. I do try to take notes along the way, but when you're feeling really shitty, taking notes for a WIP and Chat is not on the mind at all. It's just not even there. So I guess you guys want an update on me. Now, of course, I never wrote down when my last WIP and Chat was. It said that it was 2 weeks ago. But I didn't sit down with a calendar and count, so I'm thinking my last one was the last week of May, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I got it up before the end of the event, so I will update you from, let's say, June 1st going forward. I don't think the end of May. I think I filmed it like at the very end, so I don't think... Did I tell you about the last lidocaine infusion? Why don't we start there? So on May 29th, I went in for another lidocaine infusion. That's the special infusion I get for my pain. It works really well with nerve pain, and that day they increased the dose by 200 milligrams. And you guys, the pain relief I've had is outstanding. The first week, I ran so many little errands, like to the grocery store and stuff, and, which I'll get to, setting up a new pet in our home. I did a lot of that by myself, and I was just so amazed at the relief that lidocaine infusion gave me. And not only, helped the pain be very, very low, but it also seemed to give me energy and yeah, just energy. And my body didn't feel weighed down. Like, usually I feel like it's weighed down with a bunch of bricks, my legs and my arms, my whole body. But I wasn't feeling that. I was feeling really, really good. And then, of course, I overdid it that week, and I'll tell you why. We got a new pet. I convinced my husband to get me a bearded dragon for my birthday. My birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks. It's at the end of June, June 26th to be precise. And yeah, I've been wanting another animal to add to our little collection, and I've been researching bearded dragons, and they have really amazing personalities, or they can have really amazing personalities, and I just am falling in love with the little creatures. So my husband, he kind of said this thinking that I would not go for it, but he said, if you get rid of the exercise bike in the corner, then I'll let you get a dragon. And right away I said, okay. And his kind of jaw dropped, because he expected me to say no, because he's wanted me to get rid of this exercise bike for a long time, and I just kept fighting him on it and saying, no, 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 I'll use it, I'll use it. But the fact is I wasn't really using it, because when I used it, it flared up my neck, and I would be in neck pain the rest of the day, and it would get progressively worse. So when I would try to use it, I would use it for maybe 5 minutes, and it still would really aggravate my neck. So I decided if that was the compromise, then sure, we'll do that. So I did. I sold the bike to somebody in the neighborhood, and I got myself a bearded dragon. Took a lot of effort to set up. They need a bit of a bigger enclosure, and then I made it all fancy, of course. I will post a picture up right now of what it looks like right now. I do have to fix the background a little bit. I'm just waiting for something to come in, but that is his little home, and her little home, and then I will post a picture of her from this morning as well. She was doing the splits, but she's very tiny. She's probably only 14 weeks old or so. So very, very tiny. I did take her to the vet for a checkup, and she's got a clean bill of health. For those of you that are bearded dragon owners, I have all the proper lights. I've got my UVB, I've got my basking, I've got an LED. I am using substrate. I'm using a 50-50 mix of play sand and it's actually coarse sand from one of the pet stores. It's not the very fine sand, and it does not have calcium in it. And soil, and he's doing well, or she's doing, sorry, I keep calling him in a he because that's what I've been calling him, but the vet is pretty certain it's might be a female. So I don't want to poke around and look and stress the thing out, so I'm going to wait till it's a little bit bigger to take a look. It's actually fairly easy to tell. I had taken a look when I first got her, and I did too think that it looked more like a female, so I think I do have a female, which is kind of neat. Most of my pets, all of my pets, usually I ask for females just because I'm a woman and I just wanted girl pets growing up. So I've kind of just kept on with the same thing. So that will be pretty cool if she is a woman. But she's thriving. She's having a good old time. She is, of course, a little bit spastic when I try to handle her. She's just a baby and she's scared. So she's getting used to the environment. I do hold her at least once a day. Some days I've taken her out twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. That does seem to tire her out a lot more. So I think I'm going to stick to once a day, because I also have the little crested gecko, which I have to handle daily as well. And that's just to keep them used to handling. The little crested gecko, I also started hand feeding. I know it's not the best thing to do, but she was not eating and she was losing weight, and I got her at 4 grams, so she was already really tiny. It's a really good way to bond with them, but you have to know what you're doing. As a nurse, I know how to feed people. I know, you know, the risk of aspiration, and with that knowledge, I felt safe to hand feed. So now she actually she takes it like it's a bug on the end of tongs. She just snatches it up. So she's thriving too. She's getting really big, and she's just so cute. You can tell she recognizes me and my voice, because if she hears me open her cage, she comes running thinking I have bugs. I had made the mistake of tongue feeding her some bugs that the bearded dragon didn't eat 2 days in a row, and then she went a little bit crazy, and every time I would be there she would think I had bugs, so she was like lashing out, trying to bite me. Not bite me, but she just assumed that I had a bug on the end of my finger or something, even though I used the tongs. So I cut her back from bugs for a few days, and now she's calmed right down. Now she doesn't even want the bugs, so who knows, maybe I've got her just on they usually eat a gecko diet. It's like a powdered diet that you mix with water, and it creates kind of like a baby food type texture, and that's what they eat most of the time. And then you can supplement with bugs, but you don't want to feed them too many. They can get overweight. But yeah, so now we've got 2 little reptiles in the house with the cat and the dog. The cat and the dog don't seem to mind either of them. I can tell that the dragon sees the cat a lot, and I think she sees the dog too. Well, actually, when I do take her out on the couch, she can see the dog, but she's not scared. The cat, she can see, because the cat's dish is near her tank, like in front of her tank, not like right up close, but in a short enough distance, I think she can see. So she doesn't seem to be bothered by it. She doesn't hiss or blackbeard or anything like that. She just watches, which is really cool. So I'm really happy so far. Both animals are happy. They both got clean bill of health. They're both thriving. And I'm just, it's you guys, it's added something extra to my day that I needed. There is a period of time in the day, like between 11 and 2 p.m., where my anxiety without fail gets really bad, and I get very kind of uneasy. It happens every day between those times, and no matter what I do, actually, if I stay distracted enough, I can bypass the anxiety or not feel it, but majority of the time I still experience it. But I've made it a point to do some of the bearded dragon's care during that time, so it gives me something to do. I also will take him out and handle him then, because it's been a few hours after he's eaten, so he's already kind of digested his food. So I feel safe to handle him. I don't want to handle him with a full stomach, right? So that's when I usually take him out. I'm doing, I think the longest I've had him out so far, or her out so far, is 30 minutes. And then she just got a little bit too wiggly and I put her back. But I think small sessions to start is good because it is, you can tell she's still overwhelmed. When I move about the apartment, she's like feeling like she's sensing like a prey from above. They actually have this really cool thing called the third eye on the back of their head, and it's a little black dot, and it senses shadows, so they can pick up a shadow, and they usually think it's a predator, like a bird, scooping down to pick them up. So it's part of their kind of defense mechanism. So I can tell when I'm walking, some of the shadows coming in, she gets a little bit spooked. So still brand new. I've only had her, what, has it been a week yet? It must be a week, maybe a week and a half now. So she is settling in. I did change her tank up a couple of times, so that also stresses them out and they have to get used to their new environment. But so far she's loving it. I've added these ledges on the backdrop that she can climb, and I'm really happy. She's thriving and she's really cute. My husband named her Milo. That's when we thought it was a boy, but I think we're going to keep the name. I don't see, it's not like it's Kevin or something like that. Even if it was, I mean, you could totally name a pet Kevin if it's a female. They don't know the difference. So I think we're going to keep its name as Milo. It just is cute and it suits them. And I've been calling it Milo for a week and a half now. So I'm not sure if they can recognize their voice. They can recognize their owner. So I'm the one who does all of the care. My husband says hi, but that's about it. So yeah, that's been my new little project I've been busy with. So I didn't diamond paint for over a week or so that's why I'm not yet finished this kit. I feel like it's been taking me a while, and that's just because I had a hard May and a hard June. So hopefully by the time this video actually goes live, I will have finished this kit and filmed a post review for you guys. And I'm facing decision paralysis. Like, I don't know what kit to work on next because I have so many kits that have come in from new to me shops, some prints that I really like from Diamond Art Club. I don't know what I want to work on next. I'm feeling inclined to work on a different shop, a new to me shop. Maybe, I don't know if the unboxing will have gone up yet. It should be up by the time this video goes up, but the Crafties kit, because I'm very curious. Everything looked really good unboxing it quality-wise. So the final test is getting diamonds down, right? Seeing if they fit right. There's no popping diamonds and things like that. So I'm inclined to work on that one next. I do have some new enablers outpost kits, but I have worked on one of those recently. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and fit the Crafties one. I also pulled up a Mooney Made painting. I think the title of it's Cute But Psycho. It's a little bee holding a knife and it says Cute But Psycho on it. I actually pulled that one up to do next, but since I've unboxed the Crafties one, I'm kind of leaning towards that one because I really want to see. I personally thought that the brand wasn't that great, but from what I'm seeing, it looks awesome. So I think that might be my next kit. I also think it will work up pretty fast. It's got a lot of opportunities for multi-placing. So yeah, that was kind of the end of May. What else? I did have a checkup with my sleep clinic. I think I talked this about in my last WIP and Chat. I was in the hospital. It was a combination of my digestive system not working and the BiPAP machine, which is my breathing machine, at a too high of a pressure that it was causing air to go into my stomach, not just my lungs. So I was doing well, but then I had a period of like 5 days where I wasn't sleeping very good. I couldn't tell if it was the breathing machine, or if it was just like a period of insomnia that I usually get. So I talked to the sleep clinic and they increased my pressures and I'm sleeping good. I also did increase a sleeping pill that I take and I've taken for quite a long time. And I'm finally getting sleep. I had been on like day 5 of very little sleep, like maybe 4 hours at night. I'd be awake from 1 in the morning until the next night at 8 o'clock. So I was not getting very restful sleep. So my pain was out of control. I was so sick to my stomach and just feeling generally unwell. I even started to feel a little bit crazy, I told my husband, because when you don't get proper sleep, it does affect your brain. I remember as an ER nurse, we'd have people come in all the time and sleep for insomnia-related psychosis. So I'm definitely glad that my sleep is back on schedule. The breathing machine seems to be doing well. I'm actually feeling the benefits of it now. So when I wake up, I mean, I am waking up more tired now because I've increased the sleeping medicine, but The breathing machine, I'm feeling the benefits of it. I'm feeling more energy. I'm feeling better stamina. Like when I wake up, I used to fall right back asleep on the couch after about an hour, but I'm not experiencing that anymore, which is good because I absolutely hate feeling sedated except at bedtime. Like I really hate that feeling because I can't even diamond paint when I feel like that. I'm nodding off and everything. So the breathing machine seems to be working. We're just playing around with the pressures now. I do have to follow up with that specialist at the end of the month just to see what she thinks. I haven't seen her since we started it, so she doesn't know about the hospital and the air trapping and any of that stuff, so it'll be interesting to see what she says. I also had an ultrasound done. That came through the hospital visit because I was having abdominal pain. They thought, why don't we check your gallbladder? So I did have a gallbladder ultrasound, and it actually turns out I have 10 gallstones sitting in there. Now, she said not everybody needs to have them removed. Some people live their whole life with them and they don't cause a problem. The only time they will cause a problem is if they get stuck in the gallbladder duct. I do feel like I've had pain over that area sometimes, especially when I'm eating a food that a lot of fat in it, which I don't often eat, so I don't often feel pain. And she said that they were very tiny. They were all under 5 millimeters or 6 millimeters, so very, very tiny. I do follow up with the specialist on that, I think next week. By the time this video goes up, I would have already seen the specialist, so I'll have an update on you in the next WIP and Chat on that. But I'll see what he says. He is the person who also, I had a endoscopy, which is I had a camera that looked into my stomach, and nothing blaringly obvious in the report for that, but again, I'll follow up in office with him and see what he saw. I know that I've been diagnosed with a hiatus hernia before, and I thought maybe that was what my problem was, because I was feeling like I have to eat very small meals, otherwise I feel too full and it affects my breathing. I get a lot of pain. When I bend over, it feels like sorry for too much information, the stomach contents come up into my esophagus, so it's like the sphincter's not closing. So I thought maybe it would be an issue with a hiatus hernia, but he actually didn't even mention it in the report. And I know it was very small, so maybe that's not a problem. I'll find out. But he did start me on a new medication that helps with motility, actually, so it helps my digestive system work. Part of the condition I have where my central nervous system is broken, part of that is digestion can stop working as well. So that's what the theory was and is. Now they've put me on this medicine that helps with motility and it's working. So I have a feeling that what I am experiencing might be a form of or a degree of gastroparesis. If you have that condition, please comment down below. Let me know what kind of symptoms you've found that you have with it and what makes it better or worse. Also, what other testing you had done. I am booked for, well, I'm not booked yet. I've been asked to see somebody for a barium swallow. I just haven't gotten my date yet. It's funny, she said that was the first thing that I would get a date for, and it's so far the last thing. I still have not got a date, so I need to follow up with that. But yeah, they're doing that, and I guess that might show. I don't know. I did not work in imaging or radiology, so I would have to look it up, and I just haven't had the time or honestly remembered to look it up. Sorry, I had to pause while my husband was making breakfast. I can't quite remember where I left off, but yeah, I had that stomach procedure. I follow up with the specialists the end of the month. I also have another lidocaine infusion scheduled for the end of the month, so I'm really looking forward to that one because the last one helped so much. I'm hoping with the next one I won't be doing as much crazy things, so I'm hoping the benefits will be even better. I did have a bit of a flare-up from setting up my bearded dragon tank, but aside from that, the pain really has been manageable. Maybe a 2 at best, or at worst, so that's good. So looking forward to that. Right now we're still doing monthly because it's benefiting me. Some people can, with the right dose, when you're on the right dose, I should say, can get up to 3 months 3 months, I think they said, relief. So I think that would be the goal. I mean, going to the big city, Vancouver, every month is a little bit tiring and taxing. It's a bit of a drive there and back. It really wears me and my husband out, to be honest. So if we could stretch it out longer, I know he would be very grateful, and so would I. But that would just mean we just got to find the right dose for me that gives me the most pain relief for the longest time and that is still safe, right? So looking forward to that. I am also up for more injections this month into the muscles in my neck and shoulders. Usually it's Botox time, and we do that every 3 months, but we're actually taking a pause on it. Sometimes Botox makes me sick. I feel like I have the flu for a week or two, and last time it made me really sick. It was at least 2 weeks that I felt flu-like, and I just did not feel good. So we decided I've been getting it almost every 3 months for, I'm going to say 2 to 3 years, so it's been a very long time. So we're going to take a break. We're going to see how my body does now that I have the lidocaine infusions on board. And it was my decision to do this, so I feel like I'm aware that, you know, it might not go well and I might end up in a lot more pain, but we can always just do Botox again. So it's really just small inconvenience, but it will be interesting to see and just continue with lidocaine and see if that is what works these days and I don't need that Botox anymore. So that would be good. It's also expensive too. Luckily my insurance covers it, but it is expensive. I think that is it for most of the updates with my life. What else has happened? Not much. I've been to lunch with my parents. They are doing well. My dad didn't realize his oxygen concentrator was working at 52%, so he's got a new one now working at 100%, and I can tell he's doing a lot better. He doesn't look so gray and sick, so that's good news. Mom is doing good, working hard. We do see my stepson today, so we're taking my stepson. I'm filming this on Father's Day, by the way. Happy Father's Day to any fathers out there or moms who are both moms and fathers. Happy Father's Day to the grandpas too. Anyone. Happy Father's Day. We are taking my stepson to see my in-laws and then coming back home. He'll meet the new pets for the first time, actually, both of them, and yeah, we'll probably just play his video game. He likes playing basketball. I usually diamond paint. My husband either plays with him or watches him play basketball and on the video game PlayStation. And yeah, that's the day I have planned. Let me know what you guys are up to and how you guys are doing. I always love reading the comments. Sorry, my last WIP and Chat, I actually got through half of the comments, and I remember I started feeling really sick, so I stopped, and I forgot to go back. So I just realized this morning I had a bunch of comments from over 2 weeks ago that I didn't respond to, so sorry if that was you. I did respond to everybody this morning, so you should see a response now. Sorry for the delay in that. I try and stay on top of it as I can, and I try and respond to everybody. I shouldn't say try, I do respond to everybody. That's one thing that means a lot to me. This channel is not all about me, it's about you guys too, and building a strong community, and that means that I need to get to know you guys, and I need to respect you and answer your comments too. I think it's really important when you own a channel to answer comments. That's just my personal belief though. I'm sure if I continue to grow that might become a little bit difficult one day, but as long as I can, I want to try and stick to that and answer them when I can. I notice my channel continues to grow, and I'm so thankful for you guys, anybody who's sharing my channel, letting new people know about me. I am really, really thankful. I love the community that we've built here and over on DAC Fans Canada. That is the Facebook group. Everybody is welcome over there. You do not need to be Canadian to join. The Canada part just refers to posting D-stash items, whether that's diamond paintings or diamond painting accessories. Otherwise, everybody else is able to post and share, join events, giveaways, whatever I have going on. It's open to everybody. Just make sure you answer the questions before you enter. I think there are 3 questions, and then you have to agree to the rules. Please, please actually read the group rules. I know a lot of people don't. We like our group to be as self-sufficient as possible. It makes the work for the mods a lot less burdensome, and I know they would really appreciate it too. my health takes me away sometimes, so I really rely on my mods to make sure the group is running smoothly. But if you guys read the rules, they were updated a couple weeks ago now, so please, if you haven't read them, they are pinned in the features section. I even made graphics with them so that you can easily find them. Just have a read, make sure you know the posting rules and all of that kind of stuff. It really would help all of us out. My mods too, well, one works full-time, the others have their own health problems too that they're dealing with, so it is hard some days, but I know majority of people are great. Just make sure you familiarize yourself with the new rules. We did change a few things. If you made it to the end of this video, why not leave me a little flower emoji? Let me know you made it to the end. Don't forget to leave a comment letting me know how you're doing, as I've said a few times, and what you're working on as well. I would love to know. I wish there was an ability to post pictures too, but you can always share your WIPs over in the Facebook group. The WIP Wednesday posts should be back in full swing. I think I actually have to schedule them again, so I'm going to do that as soon as I log off here. So every Wednesday morning we have the WIP Wednesday post where you can share your licensed diamond painting WIPs with everybody. I encourage people to look through the comments and see what other people are working on, and comment accordingly as well. It really does make the community stronger, and you can get to know each other a little bit better. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for me. That really does help in the YouTube algorithm. It helps get the videos out there. Also helps support whatever shops I am using in my channel as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed. It's absolutely free to do. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified when I do post new videos. I try and stick to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule as best I can. And until next time, happy diamond painting, you guys. Bye!